It's raining a little bit, guys. Holy cow, it is coming down. Bananas are getting all the moisture they need, I think, right now. Well, it's Saturday, June 26th, and let me tell you, we had a nice little storm system come through. Lightning so close, you can hear like the crackling of it going, you know, extending off of it. It was, I think some of it hit right in the backyard area, the next backyard over or something. It was instant lightning and boom! It was freaking awesome. I love storms, but anyway, it's dark out, drizzly. Feels like it's 9 o'clock at night, but it's only 6, so. Okay guys, so it's Sunday morning. That was a nice storm. We had a lot of rain, some wind, and look at this. This is my purple bush that the bees and the butterflies love. Totally snapped right there. Dang it. I mean, it'll probably grow back, but I'm gonna have to cut that out. That kind of stinks. Sorry, bees. Another issue I've been having, water related, is right here, that one area. I'm just kind of covering it up like that for now. If you might remember, I got the roof patched because it was leaking right there. So I thought that would fix it. It did not fix it after they roofed it. So I was thinking it was coming down right here. So what I did is just put a plastic membrane from the top there down onto the roof to see if that would bypass the leak. And it was still leaking yesterday during the rain, so that didn't work either. Gotta get that fixed. Another thing I noticed after the storm was that pepper plant is just laid down. So what we're gonna do is get bamboo stakes for each one of them and just kind of tie them to them lightly so they have a little bit of support. Okay, so the rains are supposed to start by like 1 o'clock today, so we gotta get outdoor stuff done now. First thing I'm gonna do is cut down the old purple flowered bush. Man, that sucks. But seriously, I have another purple bush sprouting up here on the side of the house now, in the alleyway. I have a little one right there by my trash can, by the driveway coming up. And I have that one coming up over by the compost bins. So they're still around. They pop up all over the place. Okay, so all I went and did was bought these 6 packs of 4-foot long bamboo stakes. Got my scissors, got my bowl, my spool of twine here we're going to use. Let's go get these a little bit more stable. Yeah, so as you can see, the wind just laid this one down. It was pretty tall and thin to begin with. So we're going to hold it up like that. Got our bamboo stake. We're just going to put it in nice and gently. I don't want to disrupt the roots any more than I have to. But just push it right all the way in. There you go. Quick tip on the twine. Always tie a knot in the end or else it'll start fraying out. So tie a knot there. And then tie a knot where you cut it as well. Alright. Now just pick a spot to tie it to that it won't slide down the bamboo too much. I'm going to go right in the fork here like this. Not too tight. You want it a little loose. It's got to be able to move around. There. That'll keep it upright and we'll get a little bit more resistance out of it. I'm just going to go tie up the other ones and I'll be right back with you. Alright, the stakes are in place. Now I got to tie up all the peppers to it. I just put my roll of twine right in here and then I could just pull it out, cut it, and keep pulling and I don't have to hold it. Okay, so we got everything tied up except this little guy here. This Serrano, he's short and stout. There's nothing really to tie up. I put a stake there for later if he grows taller, but everything else is tied up. And as I was close up to all the peppers, let's see what I found. The winds are already starting to come. Anyway, one poblano already starting and a flower up there. So we already got a pepper on that one. One cubanelle on this one. And some flowers. Another cubanello on this one, and also a ladybug. There you go. So yeah, a couple of peppers, a couple of ladybugs, and they're all ready for the next storm to come in. The sweet bell pepper plants are looking good. I'm starting to get a lot of flowers on this one and buds. And the green bell pepper, well, here we go. There's a pepper right there. There's another one right there. So this one is there's another pepper right down there. So we're starting to get green bells. Whoop. There goes another one right there. Cool. So these two plants are looking really good. Starting to get some pepper production, guys. It's awesome. Oh, and look at what else is starting to produce. I haven't even showed you. The Barbados cherry tree. Oh yeah, we're starting to get some ripe ones almost. Sweet. And there's a lot of them on here this season. They're all over the place. Oh yeah, Barbados cherry bush is looking great. Man, that's a very good success right there where I put it. And the cherries are yummy to me. Tons of them. Alright, so that's cool. We're getting some peppers, guys. That makes me happy. Let me show you another thing I found the other day. Well, I was coming to show you those bananas, which you already saw, but it looks like the storm dropped them. Yeah, they broke off a little too early, so I'll just let them compost, I guess. But if you look closely under there, oh yeah, there's another set of bananas over there. Now with this plant dropping those bananas, I need to cut it down, lay it down. That way the baby back there can start getting all the sun. So let me go grab my saw and cut this banana plant out. Okay, so we opened that up nicely now. That pup now has all the room and the sunlight. And if you look over here, that pup was kind of getting covered up by dead leaves, so I cut them all off, so now it has light. And that plant right behind it, that's one that has bananas on it already. So that one will be going away as soon as the bananas are ready. We're doing pretty good. The bananas are looking nice. Got some nice pups growing over there, so of course the big girls are hanging in there. Doing good on the banana section. Rooftop view. There's the garden. Anyway, I was looking over here because this is where the leak is happening. Somewhere here, the water is pouring off of this section of the roof. And there's a breach somewhere. I'm thinking it's this seam. So I thought the plastic didn't work yesterday because it was still leaking, but it was just sitting here like this. So that water was still being able to pour in. So I'm going to tape this up nice and tight and see again this afternoon when it rains. So I got a little sidetracked earlier, took my shirt off, came out here by this bed and just started weeding it. And I just started laying all the weeds right back down in there. I'm going to let them compost right where they lay. It's just pull and drop. I'm not really going to be growing anything else in this bed for a little while. These tomato plants, I don't know what happened, but they just died. So it is what it is. I'm going to pull them out. We're going to just keep weeding it, keep dropping, let the leaves compost in here. And then here in a little while we'll add all the compost that we have finished to this bed, and then probably just cover it until fall when it's time to start gardening again. But then it'll have that nice compost in there already mixed in, just sitting there waiting. So yeah, it's fun just weeding. I come out here and weed. I don't think about nothing. Just, I don't know. It's good meditation. I love it. Another thing I just did, guys, I don't know, it's so random, but I like to stand out under here when there's a thunderstorm. It's nice. But as you saw in my video at the beginning, right here the water pours off and just makes a waterfall, and it splashes all the way to the front door and everything gets wet. So I just had that like roll of landscape material, like the edging thing, that black edge. It's white because I put white tape over it, but I just screwed it to the outside of this gutter, and hopefully that's enough to block it a little bit to where I don't get the waterfall effect right here. So yeah, there's the side view. I just screwed it to the top of the gutter, and we'll see what happens when it rains today, if it does. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I have some of this landscape edging material, so I needed to build a wall. I had to find something that was in my closet. This gutter system needs totally done anyway. I need to rip it off and redo it. That's the first time I ever tried to do a gutter in my life, and I didn't really think about it too well, because if you notice, the roof is sloped, the soffits are sloped, and I put the gutters in sloped as well, so they don't even meet up to the roof, and the water just pours right over them. So I guess you could say they're pretty worthless, but I didn't know what I was doing, and then after a while I figured it out. It'll be different next time. Live and learn. Okay guys, so I know this video has been pretty random. We had that big storm come through last night, so then I started thinking of water issues and did the little patch job on the roof to see if that works. Put up the little blocker for the waterfall in the gutter system. I don't know. But we definitely had to tie up them pepper plants because they were getting blown over last night. So I wanted to get that done before this next storm comes through here at about 2-3 o'clock, they're saying. Coming from the south, so it might bring a lot more water again. So we'll see if our patch jobs work. But anyway, we did a little bit of banana maintenance, got that plant down, got those pups to see all the full daylight, so that'll be nice for them. Kind of sucks that those bananas broke off last night. Same with my purple bush breaking, but the Barbados cherry tree is blowing up with some cherries, which is awesome. We do have peppers on the plants, which is even better. And being it's been such a random video, I'm going to leave you with a random tip. When you guys take your rice and you soak it, you know how you soak the rice before you cook it and get all the starchy water out of there? Well, you could take that rice water and you can use it in your garden, because rice water is basically a mild fertilizer. Those starches help promote beneficial bacteria at the root system, makes good fungi, mycorrhiza. So it's a beautiful system. I use the rice water that my wife uses to soak the rice before she cooks it. I dump it in the compost and let it just start forming that beneficial bacteria right inside my compost bins. If you're not composting though, you could throw it right in the garden. Don't just dump it down the sink. That is a nice, mild, natural fertilizer that you're wasting. So use that rice water. There's your random tip. Anyway guys, you have a good rest of the weekend. I'm out of here. Go Bolts in the Stanley Cup. Talk to you later.